Hey guys, Brennan Milmer USA here, and today's episode of Two Gun Tuesday is featuring what? Whoa, that's a whole lot of Wilson Combat Beretta sexiness. These are full custom Beretta 92 pistols from Wilson Combat, meaning that they have been fully modified by the Wilson Combat Custom Shop. They do a whole lot of fabulous work on the Beretta 92 pistols and the Beretta 96 models, so the 96A1 or the standard 96. This is Wilson Combat's Combat Tough, so that distressed camo look. Tremendous. Again, this isn't that burnt bronze. Show you guys real fast that they are both empty. Again, this is a G model, so this was converted to a decocker only by Wilson Combat. And this is my OG pistol, my first centerfire pistol ever. That old Beretta 92 FS. Right there, if you guys recognize the serial on it. And this is still a F model. I had them keep it in that standard configuration. So if you want to flick it back up to fire, like so, red, you're dead. You can see the red indicator right there, meaning that you have the ability to fire this thing in its first trigger pull, which is that full double action squeeze. After this has been worked over by Wilson Combat, that's about 8 pounds, maybe 8.5 pounds. Got some snap caps loaded in this nickel Teflon magazine. Let's try out that double action in the old Beretta 92 Combat Tough burnt bronze. Oh man, it's that action tune. Short reach steel trigger, the short reset as well. Trigger jog from Wilson Combat. Check out this reset. Beautiful. Feels so good, no creep. So let's test this out. 92 Wilson Combat Beretta action tune. My God, okay. A little bit lighter than I thought. Looking at about 7 pounds. Again, I think I was a little heavy on it. Yep. Let's call it 7 pounds on the Wilson Combat burnt bronze. Absolutely beautiful. Next to that two-tone, traditional two-tone Beretta 92. Let's take the magazine out of this. Again, another snap cap. Put it in here. Try out that double action first. Yeah, this is a bit lighter in double action. It is a little bit lighter than 7 pounds. I think you're looking at probably 6 pounds, 10 ounces, maybe 6 pounds, 8 ounces in that double action. Unbelievably smooth and consistent and just so light. Man, that is money, that trigger. Those Wilson Combat Master Pistol Smiths, Master Gunsmiths do absolutely tremendous work on the old spaghetti western Berettas. Now let's try single action before we cover anything else talking about these guns. 4, 3.5. What about the burnt bronze? 4 pounds. Yep. So slightly lighter trigger. Nice. We got some sirens. Swig of coffee for Bad Jack JW. If you're out there, brother, much appreciate your support. Guys, if you don't know about his channel, go check it out. He is a wheel gun and 1911 aficionado. I think he still has an old Beretta 92 as well. Big die-hard fan. Of course, that's actually why that and Max Payne, that's why I had Beretta Seer buy this Beretta 92 back in the day, was because of those two series. The Max Payne video game series ended up becoming a 2008 movie starring Mark Wahlberg, or Marky Mark. You guys are fans of that game series, you know what I'm saying. Especially the third one. Max goes through hell in that one. Of course, he really goes through hell in the first one. And the Die Hard movies, Jesus, just absolute classics. Again, I saw both Max Payne and the fourth Die Hard movie in the theaters in '08, so that's why this ended up coming into my life, for sure. The original Die Hards, for sure. Absolute classics. And it is a Christmas movie, both the first one and the second one. Okay, so continuing to cover these pistols, what does Wilson Combat do to these if you send in one of your Berettas? Well, it all has to do with how you decide to customize, specifically what we decided to do to this two-tone ultra thin Wilson Combat VZ grips. Tremendous checkering on them. You can see the Wilson Combat hand cut, professionally gunsmith checkering on the back strap and front strap. Absolutely beautiful work. Again, this has Wilson Combat's Armor Tough on the frame, and then they do their bead blasting on the stainless steel slide, because this was a traditional two-tone, it always was. What else do they do this? This is running a DPM guide rod assembly, steel fluted guide rod, definitely in this one. Yeah, this is the steel fluted Wilson Combat guy rod. Nice features. It's also running a flat wire recoil spring on it. They changed all the springs, do the action tune. They replaced all the trigger return springs, replace it with the Wilson Combat steel trigger bar, D-spring, and all that stuff. It's just quality Wilson Combat parts. If you guys have ever changed out a Wilson Combat spring, even just on a detent spring on a 1911 for that thumb safety, especially on some of your less expensive 1911s like your SIGs or Smith & Wesson, Ruger, T-Sauce, etc. It really makes a world of difference. So again, hand cut checkering on the front strap and back strap on both these guns. This one is running, again, thin profile, blood cherry red, black, checkered grips from VZ Grips again, made for Wilson Combat. Both these barrels have been worked on by Wilson Combat. You can see it features a reverse crown and it has been shortened to 4.7 inches. It's got a flat wire recoil spring, so that's why it feels this way. It feels so smooth. Like it's riding on ball bearings, man. Had him replace the locking block kit, so it's got a fresh locking block in there. Bulletproof, single-sided, F-style safety, as I talked about. One difference that you'll notice on this Beretta versus the other Beretta that we've had worked over by Wilson Combat, the traditional two-tone, is this is a standard, extended, circular, checkered magazine release. Really nice. Also, Wilson Combat, when you send their pistol into them, they tighten it up. This thing was loose. This thing had some rattle to it, guys. And they tightened up not only this pistol, but even this old pistol. They do a phenomenal job blending everything, dehorning everything. Amazing. There's not one single sharp edge on these Berettas. Look at that sight picture too. Fiber optic front sight. So what they do is they drill that front sight and put in whatever color you want, via red or green, your choice. It's got the Wilson Combat Deluxe hammer, skeletonization, absolutely love that. Very classy. That's Wilson Combat's battle rear sight as well. U-notch profile. Same profile rear sight, green fiber optic on the two-tone. Again, guys, this gives you options if you do want to have some custom work done to your Berettas. All the parts on these Berettas have been changed over to Wilson Combat's bulletproof parts, so no MIM or plastic parts on any of these Berettas anymore. It's a lot of plastic, man. A lot of MIM. Damn, a lot of quality now on it. Thanks very much to Wilson Combat. The other side of the slide, just beautiful. This decocker is one of their steel bulletproof parts. So it is a standard F configuration, of course. Check out all these Wilson Combat logos on this pistol too. Not only the grips, slide, decocker. Tremendous triggers, we've already covered those. Absolutely incredible. Both pistols feature the Wilson Combat mag guide, and they are marked that Wilson Combat logo. Beautiful little addition down there at the bottom of your magazine well. Makes it really easy to shove that magazine into that magazine well. One of the differences between these two pistols is the magazine release button. I'm not a fan of this style because it's really extended and very large, but it's still pretty cool. And again, it's a Wilson Combat logoed piece. So again, one of those bulletproof parts. If you're a righty, you're really gonna like it, but as a lefty, it kind of digs into my hand a little bit and makes it a little bit difficult to drop the magazine sometimes. What I'm running on mine is the Wilson Combat checkered extended magazine release again, bulletproof part. Another thing that Wilson Combat does to the frames is they bevel and recontour that magazine well, so you can see just how easy it is to get those magazines in. Phenomenal custom work as to the Wilson Combat custom shop and what they can put out. So again, it's your choice as to G configuration, bringing it back up for that double action squeeze first, or your standard old Beretta F configuration right here. Flick it down, you got a dead trigger until you flick the decocker safety back up for that double action trigger. Of course, these are traditional DASA guns. It's double action first, trigger pull, and then the slide will cycle back and you've got single action after that. Unless the pistol has some sort of malfunction like the need for a double strike capability. And that's the beautiful thing with the DASA gun. If you need that capability, of course it's a snap cap in here right now. If the gun didn't fire, you get that ability to pull the trigger again with the double action pistol. And it could fire with that double strike on that primer. Tremendous reliability out of the Beretta pistols. If you guys own a Beretta 92, you know what I'm saying. So that's right, you guys. Not only one, but one for each hand. Dual-wheel Beretta 92's that have been Wilsonized. Custom Beretta products by the wonderful folks at Wilson Combat. Shout out to them. Much appreciated all their hard work in putting these customized Beretta pistols together for us. As usual, you guys, thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA, for more guns and gear videos coming up in the future. And as always, remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.